have been a lot lower scoring than you would have expected from either of these teams, especially with these Big 12 offenses. The team is wearing West Texas State jerseys from the night they played the first game ever here back in 1959. 6 local fighters here on the card tonight. Right now, we actually have Dylan Nicholson up there, and I believe he actually just won his fight. This was his professional debut. Talk a little bit about how the mindset has been different since district started, because going into these games, you've been blowing people out. How has this been different so far? I'm here at 6 Car Pub and Brewery, where the newly named Amarillo Sod Poodles will be hosting their name reveal party tonight. Now, it's weird to say about an 8-1 team, but they need to win this one to keep their district hopes alive. The Red Raiders have struggled with staying healthy at the quarterback position, and tonight they're relying on QB3 Jed Duffy. Tomorrow is the big day. We finally get to learn the name of the new Amarillo professional baseball team right here at the Embassy Suites in downtown. Quarterback Reese Shields hasn't had much protection in the pocket tonight, and with him constantly on the run, the Lynx haven't been able to make the big offensive play needed to get them back in this game. How about those Tascosa Rebels? They've taken on the underdog mentality this year's playoffs, and it's paying off. They beat the undefeated Haltom City Buffaloes to the final score of 48-27 in the state quarterfinals. They scored on their first drive a running touchdown by Brandon Blair, who's done a great job filling that hole with Duke Carter's injury at the running back position. Then I'm here with Katarina Burns, the director of merchandising for the Amarillo Sod Poodles, and she's brought with her some of their new merchandise that they just released today. Let's start off with this hat that you got right here. Talk to us a little bit about this design. And Amarillo High with another win over Lubbock High this week on Thursday night. This extends their win streak to 45 straight wins over the Westerners, dating back to the 70s, the longest football win streak in the state of Texas right now. How is Amarillo going to move forward without Barker? And then Randall, I mean, they had a great game, but if Nix doesn't play, then how does that affect their momentum going forward? WT basketball was back at the First United Bank Center this weekend hosting Tarleton State. Now first up, the women ranked 8th going into this one, but down 42-26 at the half, determined to make some offense happen here. Taisha Taylor gets the rock under the net, fights for every dribble, puts it up for 2 to get the Lady Buffs going. Natalie Linden next gets off a 3 soon after and sinks it. Buffs slowly closing the gap, but Tarleton did not miss today. McKinley Bostad drives it in for the layup, and the Texans would not let the Lady Buffs get too close to that lead. Katie Webster over Taylor's head for the basket, but still the Buffs keep on pushing. Delaney Nix with some clutch shooting from the perimeter today. She had 19 points on the game. Also, Lexi Hightower, she's been on a roll and it continued. She scored 15 points today, but big games for Nix and Hightower will not be enough for the win. The Lady Buffs reduce the deficit but fall to the Texans. Final score 72-65. Every football team goes into their season with expectations, and the Hereford Whitefaces were no different. One thing that they thought they could count on was reliability at the quarterback position. Senior Dodge Delosier had been preparing for this since he started playing the game, but sometimes the universe has other plans. Dodge Delosier entered his senior year ready to prove himself.
Senior year is just going to be a huge thing for me. Throw for a lot of yards, run for a lot of yards, and win a lot of football games. But
the proud Hereford quarterback saw his season come to a close far sooner than expected.
I dropped back to pass, broke a tackle, scrambled, ran for a decent amount, probably 20 yards, tried to break another tackle, and just felt an excruciating amount of pain in my knee.
The game was a scrimmage against Lubbock High. Delosier sat out for a week, but started to feel better and got back on the field. But a weird step at practice had the trainer calling for an MRI.
The results came back that I had a torn medial meniscus, torn lateral meniscus, and torn ACL.
With a torn-up knee that requires surgery, that meant his season was over, and not just for football. Basketball and track were off the table too. A tough break for a senior, but possibly hardest on his coach and father, Don.
We have people that are able-bodied, ready to step in and have their opportunity, and we all realize that. And as a coach, I've got to present that and be ready to go with those guys, and I am. But it's still Dad every once in a while, and that makes it hard.
But Dodge has handled the news surprisingly well, and tells his family and friends that moving forward is the only option.
You got to be like a shark. if sharks stop in the water, they sink, they drown. We got to keep moving forward.
He reflects on his time representing Hereford on the football field as an honor, one that only the tight-knit community can understand. And he's been a part of it since he was a kid.
On Friday nights, this is the place to be.
But his role with the team is not done yet.
It's a changing role, and to borrow a quote from a friend of ours, we've had a change in mission. And he's doing a good job of handling that. And Dodge is still a captain of this football team, and he takes that role very seriously.
And neither is Hereford's season.
This is a group of kids that have played together for a long time. They have a huge belief in each other, and Dodge's belief in them hasn't changed.
Dodge will remain on the sideline, a leader, teammate, and friend, with the utmost confidence in his team and his replacement.
We're still in this. You know, we have playoffs to expect. We have a deep run to expect because Britt is definitely able to take this team and push it to another level.
Tragic news for Dodge, but what stood out to me the most is his positivity. I mean, the kid has such a strong spirit, and I don't think that's going to be broken anytime soon.